Hi, Bashir, how are you? So all the students are joining.
I'm fine, sir. Yes, sir, they are joining.
I or tell all the Nigerian students to join. Okay. So
Okay,
that
okay, sir.
for the internship with the guidance of our faculty who is taking classes now. Okay.
Okay,
So
sir.
that we can do some machine learning and this cyber security. Both work can be
Okay,
done. That means
okay, sir.
when so on data we can work on the cyber security. Fine.
All right, sir. All right, sir.
Try to join all the sessions because handsons are there. Okay. Fine. Yes, sir, can we start now?
Hello, sir. Yeah, we can start. Hello, sir. Yeah, we can start now.
Students are joining. Just wait for another 1 minute because students are
Yeah.
joining quickly.
Sure. Yeah. No.
Just wait for 1 minute so that it will be full 100, then we'll start. Yes, sir, we can start now. Let's stop.
Yeah, just give me a second. I will share my
Yes, sir.
screen. Yeah. Just give me a second. Just give me a second. I'm configuring one thing.
Yes, sir, no problem.
Just
Yeah. Let's start. So what I will thank you very much, Satya sir, and what I will do in this session, we will go through, as many of you already saw in the previous session about reconnaissance. So I think we will go through footprinting also to know more about this in this session, and then I will show you how we can uh, set up our virtual lab, which we will use gradually from tomorrow. So footprinting, that is also like one stage in the uh, hacking methodologies. So what organizations generally they do, they will use this stage to evaluate their security posture about their infrastructure. So the main purpose, or let's say the objective of this stage, is to collect all the information about the organization. For instance, network informations, system informations, and other details related with the organization, and also try to identify what are the specific IP addresses that they are using, employee details, what are the network ranges that they have, and also try to get some sensitive information. So that is the main purpose of doing the footprinting. And attackers generally they do this footprinting to identify more information about the target organization, and also try to see whether they have any loopholes to that they can exploit. So there are different types of footprinting. So footprinting, where passive, where we just gather or collect information about the target or the victim without interacting with them. So maybe like as I mentioned in the recognitions, to we can identify the information or collect the information from social networking sites, maybe employees. Uh, they are posting with photos where at which site of the organizations that they are, and everything. So from those things we can collect a lot of information, and also from the company's website that we can collect a lot of information. So it's like collecting, and then the active footprinting is like directly interacting with the organization infrastructure, and then collect the information. So these are the footprinting threats, like social engineering, where many hackers they use social engineering techniques to collect the information. Like they will send phishing attacks and phishing links, and then they will collect all the information, or they will try to get inside the organization premise somehow, and then do the collect all the information. And this can also lead to some system and network attacks, like on the target organization systems or on their operating systems that they are running. And these footprinting threats, it can also cause, if we have not secured our organization well, it can cause some information leakage or privacy loss. So information leakage, maybe the sensitive or confidential information about the system or assets that we have, it can go into the hands of attackers. It can also cause, like maybe we are having some information about our systems and other details, which can also go into the hands of attackers. That can also cause some privacy issues. So maybe the employees' social security numbers and or other details that can go into the hands of attackers. It can also lead to corporate espionage, like maybe the internal employee who is not satisfied with his or her manager, they can mm, provide the sensitive information on the dark web to attackers. Or maybe the attackers, they have got access and identify all the information, and then they sell it on the dark web. So all these can be the threats on related with the footprinting. So there are different footprinting techniques, as you can see here in this figure. Footprinting that we do generally through the search engine like Google that we use. So we use different methods while doing Google search to identify more or collect more information about our target through their web services, like collecting information about the target from their websites, like their phone numbers, other details that we generally do, and then through the social networking sites, because many companies they have some social networking sites pages like on Facebook or LinkedIn, and then we collect information from there also. Then we have a website footprinting where we actively analyze all the information on the website that organization has kept, and then we try to monitor their website and also look into the internet archive to find the previous information related with the website. I mean, related with the organization. And then many a times what we will do, we will track the email communication and collect the information. And then this who is footprinting, DNS footprinting, to identify the DNS or the IP locations or IP ranges. So that also we do. And then the identifying the network range that organization has in their infrastructure. So that is like a network footprinting. So what are the network IP addresses ranges that they are using? So all these are different footprinting methods, and organization, many hackers, they use one or two or maybe three, four techniques to collect the information. So that is different methods of footprinting. So generally, what are the information that we collect through footprinting is like network topology, equipment or technologies that organization is using. So network topology, like whether organization or like they have network segmentation or not, or whether they have micro segmentation or not, or how those systems are interconnected in the different departments. So that is like identifying what network topology organization has, and what are the operating systems that they are using. If they have firewall, what type of firewall it is. If they have intrusion detection system, what kind of intrusion detection system that they have. So all those information we try to find in the footprinting stage. And then the financial information, of course, we try to get, and also the physical locations or physical assets. And then, for instance, the personal names, like what are the roles and responsibilities of the employees, what are the phone numbers, email addresses, all those things we try to find in the footprinting stage. So common steps that in the information gathering that hackers generally they do. First thing that they will do, they will go on the Google or on the company's website, and then they will try to collect the information from there. And most of the information they can go to get through Google or the company's website. And then they will try to find the networks logical or physical uh, dimensions or topology, which are the active systems that organization has. So that is through the scanning that they try to find. And what are the open ports, active services, and access point that or operating system. So all these information are really helpful in the planning stage before launching the attack. Because if we don't know, we do not have enough information about this, like what are the computers they have, what are the operating system they have, what are the open ports, active services running, and then it is very difficult to get inside the system infrastructure. And if we have those information, we can also identify, like maybe organization is using some particular operating system. For instance, many companies still use the previous operating systems, which is not maintained by Microsoft now, but they maintain it for those companies because they have signed a contract with them separately, and they provide updates from time to time, but still it is not secure. And organizations, they are not migrating to newer version of operating system because they are big organizations, and for them many applications or custom application, I mean, that they have developed, those are running on those operating system only. So they will have to do a lot of changes. So they sign a contract with Microsoft, and then they keep using some previous operating system. So in those operating system, there can be some vulnerabilities. If organization is using Windows 7, Windows 8, they may have some vulnerabilities that are is well known, and organizations, they can exploit those vulnerabilities to get inside the company's infrastructure. So that the footprinting stage helps in getting those information, which helps attackers in compromising the infrastructure. So, like the activities that attacker generally perform when footprinting the organization, they will go and analyze the information on company's website, identify the most important thing that they do. They try to identify key employees, who are the employees with higher privilege, or maybe they will try to identify senior managers or employees in the higher management, whom if they will send the phishing emails, and if someone clicks that, they will get a lot of information through their if they get access to their account. So they will try to identify the key employees, and then they will do recognitions and collect more information about those key employees. And then many a times organization also, I mean, hackers also go and analyze open position or job posting done by the organization, because that also helps hackers to know what kind of technology that organization is developing, and also for instance, in which domain it is working. And maybe that's why organizations generally, they should keep their job posting. Of course, they should provide some details if they are looking for some particular developers and everything, but they should not uh, e- expose a lot of details in the job request or job posting, because that will also help attackers to analyze those job posting and get more information. For instance, they should not reveal information like, yeah, for which servers, or for which systems, or on which operating systems that they have to develop applications. Of course, they can ask these questions in job interview, but I mean, disclosing a lot of information that helps hackers to analyze like what kind of technology organization is developing, what kind of tools that they are using. So that also helps our attacker in planning the hacking activities more efficiently. And then in the footprinting, we also try to find the network address and the range and other information. And of course, we can also go through the employees posting. Many employees, like especially in the research labs that they work, they also write a continuous blog about their findings and anything. So that can also provide a lot of information to hackers. So when we are posting or providing or writing an article, it should be at the very high level, without disclosing a lot of technical details, especially if it is related with some tools and technology. Of course, we can provide the high level details to our audience, but we should not disclose a lot of information. So we can use Google for doing the footprinting, we can provide some queries and we can get a lot of details. For instance, I will show you here. So what Google Dorking does, we can use some particular search query. For instance, here you can see the search underscore term operator. We can use this kind of information. And also we can by putting a particular query, we can also get the cache of the website. So for instance, let's go here. So this is the Google Dorking or Google hacking that we call. So it is like using the search query in Google search more effectively to get more details easily. For instance, here you see we want to get cache version of a website. So what you can do, you can type this cache, like this is for the techtarget.com that we want to get the cached version of the website. So it will return the cached version of techtarget.com. Similarly, this operator like site it will return a list of indexed URLs from website or domain. So you can just type site and techtarget.com and it will return the indexed URL. Similarly, for the file type, so maybe if we are looking for a particular file type like PDF or Word, so what you can do, you can just type file type and colon and then type write PDF or Word. It will return PDF or Word based on what you have provided. And when you want to search for a specific URL, then you can just use this operator in URL and then search using this term and it will return the specific URL. So for instance, register.php that I'm looking for. So I can just type in URL operator and colon and then the register dot.
Rishikesh, you may do full screen of this PPT. Okay,
Yeah. Can you see that now?
fine. Thank you
Okay.
for that.
Yeah, no worries. So, like here, you can see in URLs, like if you are searching for a specific term, then just type in URL and the URL name, and maybe like register. For instance, maybe you are looking for a login page of a particular organization. You can try that, and maybe it will return something. So these are the different operators. There are a lot of different operators for Google dorking or Google hacking. So you can go into more details of that. So that helps when we are using Google search to identify or collect the information about our target and for which we are trying to like launch the attack or planning the attack. So we can use this search term effectively. So instead of like randomly searching, we can use these operators. There are more operators. I'm not going into more details because it will require a lot of time. So there are a lot of different operators that you can use and it will return very specific information. So you can use these operators when you are trying to find a particular information for an organization and that will help you search more efficiently. So that we call Google docking. And then there are like maybe nowadays, for instance, Internet of Things is widespread. Many organizations they are having different types of IoT devices in their infrastructure and on also in the SCADA environment. So we need to find also information about those IoT devices. For instance, webcam or webcam XP or CCTV cameras. So there is a like a website Shodan that we can use to look for those IoT devices details. I will show that. Just give me a second. Let me go back here. Let me share my screen. So for instance, here you can see that I think Shodan.io dashboard. So that is a search engine to like find information related with IoT devices. So you can go in that and get into more detail what Shodan is like. Of course, we know that it provides a lot of information about internet connected devices, IoT devices, and different web servers. So you can get a lot of information. You can read that. And many attackers, they use this platform to look for details about the IoT devices. And here, for instance, you can type webcam XP. You can try that and maybe it will return something. Cam. For instance, let's say city, type so you need to try this. So let me check that. So, so let me go here. For instance, yeah, you can also find the lot of information here in the fields. For instance, it will list the devices in San Diego. Or it's here. Yeah, it is, internet is slow a bit. So for instance, you can type city and San Diego, and then it will return the information about the internet connected devices in San Diego. And similarly, I think, yeah, these are the devices. For instance, you can click here. Yeah, this connection is not private, so I'm not going to click on that link. Similarly, you can see here for many links when you will open that, so this is also not secure. So and these are like, for instance, if you click here, it says that not secure. So you should be very careful while navigating to these sites actually. And similarly, I think you can also find information related with, for instance, if you are looking for a particular uh, devices, let's say click here Windows, top operating system that we see here. The internet is a bit slow, so it's taking time. So let's say if we go here, again, it doesn't support a secure connection, so it is not safe to navigate on those websites. So the idea is like you can use this platform to find information about different IoT devices and their details. All those informations you can find it here. So let's go back again. Let me. Let me show the screen again. So for instance, I just typed here webcam and it provided me these, listed these webcam actually. So you can, for instance, click on these, for instance, here. Maybe it will ask authentication or, yeah, this is again not secure connection. And this is another. So here you can find a lot of details. If you will click here, it will give you a lot of details. So request to backend timed out. But it is not I mean, you can only find the first 2 pages of information for free, but if you want to find more information, you need to pay like $67 or $65. And more than that, I think. So you can also type country. For instance, let's just type India and Let's see what it returns. So this is somewhere in, and you can also provide what kind of information you are looking for. So I just typed India, and then you can also type webcam that you are looking for or any other thing. So let's say click here on this IP address. So here you can see that all the information is written like modem software and other things. So here you can find that city is Amritsar and which organization it is, the name of the organization and the internet service provider you can find, and the in ASN, that the domain number that you can find it here. And then it has an open port on 161. So we can find, you can see it here. And that open port is running net SNMP protocol. And then you can find other details. So you need to go into more details and analyze it here. And if you click here, it doesn't return anything. So, but that is the way to find information about the internet of IoT devices using Shodan actually. So you can go and explore more and look for other active things which are running there, and more details about the organization and their internet service provider, their identifiers, open ports and services. At many places you will find a lot of open ports. Let's go back here again. So these things you can go and explore. I'm not going there. Let's go back on the slide. So the Sudan that is widely used, for instance, here you can see in the slide, this is a particular, I think this is from a webcam, and you can find that this is the open port as you have seen that, and this is it is using 40 gate switch or firewall, I think. So this is the 40 gate, so that is a firewall. So and it has an open port at 4433, so which is running TCP protocol. So all those details you can find, and for instance here, which internet service provider it is, charter communication. So all those things you can find using Shodan. And then comes about the website footprinting. So website footprinting is like going through the website of the organization, target organizations, and then try to get all the details about the employees, and even if it is possible to know about the technology that they are using or tools that they are using, if possible. Of course, they will not list the details about what operating system that they are using, software that they are using, but we can explore the website and try to find all the information from their like employees details, their phone numbers, email addresses, and other things. And then this is a tool that allows attackers to capture the web request. Like maybe I'm going to, for instance, access a particular website. So if I'm using this tool, attacker is using this tool, and he is somewhere or she is somewhere monitoring my traffic communication, they can use this tool to capture the HTTP request and analyze that HTTP request, and get all the information like the browser that I'm using and the target server, everything. So this tool is already in Kali. I will show that later on, that you can use it. It already is in comes with the Kali, so you can use it in Kali, and then open a website. Try to open a website, and you can capture the HTTP request and analyze that, and then you can forward that. So as an attacker, you can capture the HTTP request, analyze the HTTP request, and then maybe if you want, you can forward that HTTP request, and then user will view all the information. So for instance, I tried to open a website and use this tool. Let me maximize it here. So you can just open this tool in Kali and try to open a website like for instance oit.edu. I tried to open, and here you can capture all the HTTP request about the user who has typed that, and then you can analyze it and then forward that request. And then comes another technique of website like footprinting, which is called website mirroring. So this is HTTP track tool, which is widely used. So what you can do with this tool, you can download this tool and install on your machine, and then provide a target website name, I mean the URL, and then it will download all the contents from the that website. So maybe the website, the target website has the PDF, Word file, other details, employees details, and everything. So everything will be downloaded locally on your website. I mean on your machine, sorry. And then later on, you can maybe in your free time analyze all those information. So how it is helpful? For instance, rather than getting online and then directly monitoring the website and analyzing and searching all the information, what you can as an attacker, what they will do, they will just use this tool HTTP track and download all the information from the target website. And then maybe let's say they are traveling somewhere where they do not have internet access, they will just go in their local directory in their machine, and then they can analyze all the information that they have downloaded. So let me show you how you can do that. So give me a second. Let me share the screen. So I think you can see my screen. So here, this is a HTTP track. So what you need to do is just you need to type in the Google HTTP track download, and this website will open. And you can go through open the website and then click download. And since I'm downloading on my Windows machine, so just what they say, Windows, from Windows Vista to Windows 10 and above, and this from Windows 2000 to Windows 10 and above installer version, and this above 64-bit. So I'm going to download this with this tool. So now you can see here it is downloaded. So you can install this. Just double click that. Just wait, it is slow right now. So let me share the screen again. So I think now you can see the screen of HTTP track. So now let's click next here. So let's say now this is your first project. Just name the name like new project first. Project category, and there is nothing. Base path. So it will save it to my this directories in the C. It will come to my websites, and then just click next here. And now you need to provide the website from which you want to download the contents. So you can, for instance, provide the name, like let's say so I'm trying to download the information from the University of Illinois website. So I will just copy paste that link, and then I will click OK, and then click here next. Please adjust the connection parameters if necessary. That should be fine. And then so now you can see that it has started downloading all the content. So what it will do, it will go through all the web pages of University of Illinois, and then it will download all the contents like PDF, Word file, anything that is there, and all the information it will download on my local directory, and then I can use it to analyze later on. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to cancel it. But that is how it works. And then once it is downloaded, so it will take a lot of time if you are trying, even if you are trying to download for instance from any website, it will take a lot of time. You can try with the kit website, and you will see that it will take a lot of time, and then you can use those information later on to go at your own time and analyze it. With the PDF file, you can read and find more information. So many attackers, they use this tool to download all the contents on their local repository, and then maybe in their free time or when they are traveling somewhere, they will use those information and analyze it. So that's how it works actually. So this is website mirroring. So let me go back again on the slide. So this is the one of the tool that you can use the web for downloading all the contents from the website and analyzing all the information at your own time. So this is what I showed you, HTTP track. So I'm not going through that. So here, and this is the process. So I just show that you just need to let me. So you can just provide the name, project name, like anything you can provide first or anything, and then just click next after this one. And then as I had already showed that you need to open target link from where you want to download all the contents. So in this one, I have mentioned oit.edu. You can mention anything. And then you can download, but do not try with any website. If you are inside the campus, just try with the KIT website because that can also cause some legal issues. Since you are a student of the university, you can do it for your own learning, but do not do anything beyond that. So then it will download all the contents, as you can see here in the local repository, and later on you can analyze. It will download all the images, as you can see here, images and PDFs and everything. So I think you can see this screen here. So here you can see that all the pages it will download from the website by going through, navigating through different pages, and PDF files it will download. Even if they have the Word file, it will download images, it will download all the things, it will download, and then you can use it for analyzing later on. And then, yeah, this is the page which I downloaded, as you can see here. But it will download everything, all the pages, not only this one. This is one of the PDF which was also downloaded in that process, and you can open the PDF and analyze it later on. So that is one of the tool for collecting the information from the target website and download all the contents, images, files, PDF, phone numbers, employee details, everything. There are some other tools that you can use for collecting the information. For instance, let's say we have a Kalinga University website. So maybe it has been updated last year or let's say just a month back, and some information have been removed or updated. So you can go back in time. In time, what I mean, sorry. So you can go back in time using web. Sorry, anybody has a question? Sorry.
See, someone unmute and then speak something. Okay, you continue.
Okay. Yeah. So the Wayback Machine, that is really helpful. We also call it an internet archive, where you can like let's say you want to analyze or get the information from the target website, like what they had information about a particular thing or anything about their organization in 2015. So you can use this Wayback Machine to go back in 2015 and then see what information the company had on their website at that time. So let's go back. Let's take a look into this one. I will show you here. So let me share the screen again. So as you can see, we also call it Internet Archive or Wayback Machine. And you can provide the enter the URL here to get the like for instance, let's say in 2015 how the company website was, I mean it used to look, or any other information that they had at that time. You can analyze it. For instance, let's say just take a simple example of google.com. So as I typed google.com, so you can go back in time. So let's say go way back, let's say 1998. So you see here all these, it is not available. For instance, what it used to look on in January, February, March, this is not available. But we have some information how Google used to look in 1998 on 11th November 1998. So you can click here and it will show you. For instance, let's say it will open it, I think. Yeah, no, it is getting open. Actually, it is getting, it is slow actually. Wait for a while. So this is how Google used to look in 1998. Similarly, for instance, let's say, uh, oh, sorry, you want to find how it used to look and on 2nd December 1998, again, you can click here and it will open it. So this is about Google, but you can use it for other website also. So this is how Google used to look. I think that was a wrong. It was open in an incorrect way. But this is how Google used to look at that point of time. So sorry, the previous one was wrong. So this is the correct one. So this is how Google used to look in 1998 on in December. So similarly, you can, for instance, let's say you want to find, for instance, let me show you another example. So this is from University of Illinois. I want to find how it used to look way back and what were the information they had. So in 1998, as you can see, we only have the information on 6th December and 12th December. So let's try to open this one. So this is how it used to look at that point of time. And these were the information. So you can go and explore that what were the information there at that point of time. So the idea is to use this wayback machine is to analyze all the information that organization they had at that point of time. So of course we don't need to go back in 1998, but you can analyze information from 2 years back, 3 years back, or 5 years back. That can be more useful. So let's go. Let me share again screen.
Chat box, some queries are there. You may talk if you want, or
Okay.
you may do at the end. It's up to you.
I think I will do it at the end. Just I will try to complete.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. So the Wayback Machine that helps in that matter, you can go back and analyze the information in the past. So now I have already shown that how it works. So I'm not going into these slides. You can work on your own. And then this who is footprinting, that is like collecting network related information about the organization, such as their owner of the organization, its registration details, its name server, other contact details. So you can find it using the who is footprinting. So it will give you all the network related details about the organization, and that is really helpful from the perspective of hackers to get all the details, like what is the registration details, when it was registered, what it the name server, the contact details which are mentioned there, which attackers can use it according to their own need. So here you can see that this is the command which I used in Kali machine. Let me show that. So you can try that. This is a who is tool, and in Kali, just you need to type who is, and instead of oit.edu, what you can do, just provide the Kalinga website the kit.edu or something, and it will give you all the details about the domain name, like the registrant and address, administrative contact, who is responsible for the registration, and all the details about the email. For instance, here you can see the phone number, everything that you have found, and also the name server of the organization, like ns1nero.net, oit.edu, dns3. So all these information, it will go through the internet and find all the details, like domain ownership, address, location, phone numbers, email addresses, all the information you can find. And these are information are really helpful for attackers. Maybe they can just use and find that, yeah, this is the name server that organization is using, or this is the email address. So maybe they can craft phishing email to this person, or they can see how I can use this name server to for my own need to launch the attack. So all these information you can find. So in Kali, you can. I have not run this command in Windows. I don't know whether it will work, but you can free to explore. Don't feel free, like, yeah, if I have mentioned only Kali, try it also in Windows. Maybe it will work, or maybe they have a different command. But this command, like, it works in Kali like this: who is, and then the URL, the details about the organization that you are trying to find. Just provide the like oit.edu or uis.edu, anything. So DNS footprinting, like to collect the all the domain name system information. So what are the attackers they will do? They will collect the information about DNS servers, DNS records, and other types of servers that target organization is using. So maybe organizations have different types of servers or that they are using. So attacker will collect all the information, and then they will try to use those information to craft their own attack and launch the attack. For instance, here you can see, you can go on this website, dnsdumpster.com, and you can provide the information about the target. Like here, I can provide the uis.edu, and it will list all the DNS servers that organization is using and their IP addresses. As you can see here in the IP address, I have found all the 3 DNS servers that this organization is using, and their IP addresses, and in which state it is. I can find all the details. So this is the website. You can go dnsdumpster.com and find all the details. Let me show that. Give me a second. So I think you can see the screen. So you can go here, DNS dumpster. So what is the DNS server does? For instance, uh, for us as a human, it is very difficult to remember the. It is very difficult to remember the IP addresses. So in the internet, for instance, here I have provided dnsdumpster.com or uis.edu. I can remember that, but for me it is difficult to remember those IP addresses like 40 dot something something. So what DNS server does, it translates those human readable URL into IP addresses, and then it finds that page and return us the website and other details. For instance, let's say I'm typing uis.edu here. So it is showing 50 records. You can find that, yeah, this is in US. And all these are the hosts and the different DNS servers that they are using, and the IP address, ASN, domain name, and these IP addresses that you can see here. So it is using different, and the host that you can see here. So there are a lot of different servers that it is using. So similarly, you can find it for your own institute. Let's say, for instance. So you can type here kit.ac.in, and it will list. So maybe I have typed something wrong, but you can try that, and it will list all the DNS servers that university is using. So the purpose is to, like, attackers generally what they will do, they will use this information to understand what are the DNS servers that they are using, or what are the IP addresses, what are the different hosts, and domain ID. So all those information they can find. Let me share screen again. So this was the DNS footprinting, and then the network footprinting is to find all the network related details. For instance, IP addresses, what is the IP ranges or address ranges that organization has, or the network blocks that organization has. All those details we can find through the network footprinting. So this one also help us in the network footprinting. This ARI website, you can click here, and using this you can find all the information like what is the address ranges that organization is assigned, and the network blocks. You can find all the details, and also you can analyze all those information and try to infer like what is the network topology that organization has, or operating system that they are using. So for instance, let's go on this website. And also sometimes be when you are using different tools in cybersecurity, maybe you are using it now and it is working fine, but maybe after 7 months or 8 months, when you will try to use the same tool, maybe it is not working. So that can happen, and maybe you need to find the updated one, or different tools. So for instance, let's say here, I think, I don't know whether you can see that. Shoot. Give me a second. I think here you can see that. And let's go and see, first find the DNS dumpster here and try to find the IP address. So let's say I'm trying to find for the uis.edu. So to find the network ranges, what I need to do, I need to provide the IP address. So let's say try to use this IP address, 69.67 something. So am using this IP address. So to find the network ranges and other details using this portal, ARIN, American Registry for Internet Numbers, you need to provide the IP address, and then here the search. Let's see what it returns. So this is the range. As you can see here, the net range is 69.67.112.0 to 69.67.127.255. And the CIDR, those who have already done the networking classes, you know the CIDR. So this is the CIDR. And then the name is UIS-1, and this is the handle, this is the parent. So all those details attackers can find from these. So these are public information, and this is the address that you can see here. So it was the registration details you can see here. It was registered on Friday, April 12th, 1991. And last, it has been changed on 25th February 2020. So all those details attackers can find. But the idea is these are the information and everybody knows it is in the public databases. So it depends on how attackers are planning to use it. It depends on how well trained they are and how effectively they can use these for their own need, for not for everybody, that they can just go through these information and use these information to launch any attack. So now let's go back again on the slide. So I already showed that. So this is the screenshot. So as I have already shown that. And then the trace route, you are already familiar. I think many of you already know that it helps in finding the route of the to the target host or the network. And it also helps in testing like whether there is a man in the middle attack or any other thing. And it can, you can run it in your Windows or in Linux also. So this is the command. I think here you can see, let me show you. So what you can do, just ran this in Kali. So just type TCP trace route and provide google.com, and it will give you how it is going on the google.com through which uh, ranges, what is the route. You can find all those details by analyzing it here. But many organizations, they generally block these things so that it cannot be exploited by some internal employees and or any other employees. And this NS lookup is also very helpful. What it will do, it will just query the internet domain name servers, and it will return the IP addresses. So what you can do, for instance, you can see here, let me maximize this. So this is also helpful for doing the footprinting. So what you can do, just type NS lookup and the URL name that you need to provide, and then it will return the server and the address and the port and everything you can find. So like here you can see all these are the different servers that organization is using. So you can find all those details on different IP addresses. So that is also really helpful. As in my previous session, I had mentioned that cyber attack can happen through job post also. So many attackers, what they do, they will post a job, I mean, they will do a job posting on some portals, and they will try to collect the like CV and other details. So many people will just post their CV there, and then they will try to find the information from those CV and see whether they can use it to launch the attack on the organization for which they are working or not. So, and also, if we are providing as a hiring manager, if we are providing a lot of details in the like all the details, technical details, like, yeah, you have to work on this server, you have to work with these libraries. Of course, to some extent, we need to provide, but it is always better to uh, keep it at the high level, not go and disclose all the technical details. Of course, we can, once we have received enough CVs, we can go through them and ask during the interview, rather than disclosing in the job posting, because that is also one attack surface for the attackers, that we are exposing our so attackers will use leverage those information and launch an attack. Or maybe they will just use those information somehow, and maybe in future it can be helpful for them to uh, craft any type of attack. If attackers are well trained, they can definitely use those information actually. And when we have the website, we should also make sure that we are not providing a lot of details. Of course, we should provide details about the organization and what we are doing and all those things. But we should also keep ourselves not disclosing a lot of information. So, for instance, attackers can just go into HTML source code, and they can find a lot of information sometimes. If organization is not very security conscious, for instance, you can go in the organization. So here, as you can see in this This is one example actually from HTML source code. So here you can see that this is a very useful information that this web page prompts for password to log onto the database server. So they are providing the database server name, HL 900. So that is, they should not disclose. They can just mention that this web page prompts for the password to log in into the systems. It should not disclose what's the server name or other information that they have. Even they should not mention that database server. That is not required actually. They can just mention that this web page prompts for the password to log, or they can keep it to other high level rather than disclosing more details like the database server name. So if somebody asks you in any interview or any place, like what are the information that, so this is kind of information that we should avoid putting in our HTML source code. We should not disclose. So that is also part of policies and procedure that I was talking in the morning, that we should have a proper guidelines for putting in the information in our website and in the source code of the website, because attackers can go and in the source code, HTML source code, and try to find a lot of information if we disclose information like this, the database server and other details. So we should avoid doing that. So for instance, if somebody asks like question like by putting those details, is removing details from the website can solve the problem? Of course, attackers won't get too much information. So we should definitely avoid giving too much details in the website. So as a site administrator, we can do a lot of things to prevent this. So for instance, you can remove those confidential or sensitive information from the HTML source code, so that attackers, they cannot go and find the name of the web server or email server or database servers. So we should avoid doing that. Uh, so that is the responsibility of the site administrator, website administrator who are managing the website. So this one I have already shown that. And also one thing, we should always use secure applications and secure protocols instead of file transfer protocol FTP. We should always use SFTP, secure file transfer protocol. You already know that instead of using HTTP, we should always use HTTPS. And remote desktop protocol, that is also like a point for entry to a lot of attackers. Many companies, they use this. When I was working in the company, they were using this for doing some patchwork. So we should avoid doing that using a remote desktop protocol, because that is a point of entry for the attackers. So it is not secure, and we should always close. Of course, let's say at some point of time we need that, we should open that, we should do the work, and then again close it, not keep it open all the time. And do not put a lot of information on social network about your professional roles and responsibilities, when at what you are doing and what technology that you are using. And do not take a lot of photographs in the organization, inside the organization, and put it on the social network, especially for those organizations who are working in critical infrastructure. Of course, in universities, we can do that, that is fine, but not like in the company where they are working in power plants or other critical infrastructure. On those places, we should avoid doing these kind of things. And yeah, we should always make our website more secure. So as you have seen, using Internet Archive, we can find, go back in time and find the information at that what were the information that website had at that in that year, in that month. So as a site administrator, many site administrators, they can configure their website so that Internet Archive or Wayback Machine cannot take the snapshot of the website at all. So in that way, site administrators can prevent Internet Archive from taking the snapshot and keeping it in its database. So that will prevent those kind of threats, like attackers are going in the Internet Archive and trying to find all the information. So and also we should always you already know that we should have input validation and sanitize all the information that we are providing on our public platform, like websites, so that even attackers are using Google docking, they cannot get a lot of details. Job listing, of course we should not provide a lot of details about the technology libraries and other things that we will be using. That definitely provide a lot of information to the attackers. And domain information, or of course we should keep it very generic. Of course we need to provide names, phone numbers, but we should be very careful. Many organizations, if it is not required, then we should not provide phone numbers and other things if possible. And personal or social media post, of course we should avoid posting all the discussions that we are doing inside the company about any project or any other details. We should avoid posting those things in the social media, and that is applicable mainly for the companies who are working in critical infrastructure and maybe even the financial organization. In universities, that is fine. I mean, we can keep things publicly. That is fine, because we, of course, we have some confidential information, but not like it can damage a lot of things like that can happen, say in power plant or aircraft industry. So we should keep information at the very high level when we are posting on social media websites. And of course, we should avoid using insecure application, insecure protocol, and always sanitize all the inputs or information that we are posting on public platform. So that is about the footprinting, and we went through a couple of tools. Let me show you what you need to do for setting the virtual labs. So first thing that you can do, if you have Windows laptop, you can go and download the Oracle VirtualBox, and just click on download, and you will see the latest version. You can also go like a couple of if it in you can also avoid downloading the latest version. Just go and download 2 or 3 previous version that can be more stable. So download the VirtualBox. But if you have Mac, you can use VMware. With the Mac, VirtualBox will not work, and with Mac, it is a bit challenging. While using VirtualBox, it won't work. You need to download the VMware, and the VMware, I also think that comes with a paid version. You have to pay something, or you have to get the license. But if you are using Windows laptop, then it is very easy. You can just go and download the first VirtualBox and install it. It is very simple to use, install. And once it is installed, you can go here, kali.org. And what you can do, just click here, VirtualBox. You can also download, this is the pre-built version, but you can, if you want, you can also download the installer image and install that. It will take more time, and you will have to put a lot of things, a lot of information. But I would suggest to just go and download this VirtualBox version here, which is of 3.2 gig, and download that. And then what you need to do, for instance, let me show you over here. I think you can see my VirtualBox. So what you can do once you have downloaded Kali, just click here, File, and import appliance. Or you can also click here, New, and import appliance, for instance, New, and you can provide the name like Kali, and then where it is. So you can just import from there. But I would suggest, let's say, you just click here and import appliance, and then just provide the location, and then click, it will give you some details, and then just click, just make sure that everything is correct, like for instance, the Linux version that it is showing, so maybe it will show Debian 64, so that all those things, if they are there, then that is fine, and then just click next, and it will take a while and it will install. And then to what I would suggest also, when you download the uh, Oracle VirtualBox, also make sure you have a NAT network configured, because you can we will also download this Windows 11 or 10 virtual machine, and we will put it in the same NAT network. That will help us doing pen testing easily. So what you can do to set, configure the NAT network in the VirtualBox, just click here Tools, or also in the three dots line that you're seeing here, and Network, and then just click NAT network. Here you can see that you have an option. What you can do, you can set the name home lab the way I have set, and then it will show you 10.0.2.4 and the CIDR 24, and just enable DHCP and then click apply, and just leave this enable IPv6 unchecked, and then just click apply, and then you will have the NAT network created. And then once Kali is installed, you can go here in the settings and click the network, and then select the NAT network from here, and then select the home lab that I showed you, and also click here advanced, and make sure the promiscuous mode is allow all, and then just click OK, and that should be fine. And make sure also that if you do not have a very like high configured laptop, for instance, if you do not have Xeon processor and good graphics card, then just use 4096 MB or 2048 MB base memory. Because if you will provide 8192 MB, it will make your system very slow. And other VMs, like when we will install Windows 11, it will fight for the resources from your host operating system. So it is better to just provide 4096 until you have a Xeon processor in your laptop. And then make sure the processor is also one. If you have just the like Intel i7 or i5, or if you have Xeon processor, you can make the two. And then display, also make sure that you have 128 MB. And other things is, yeah, and once you will import that in the first step, it will give you some details, like maybe it will ask you how much virtual size you want, or actual size, so you can mention 80 gig or 50 gig, so those things you can do it at that point of time. And make sure that enable auto, you can disable it or enable it, that is fine. And then just click OK. I'm just canceling it because everything is configured already. And then you can click start.
Rishikesh, Many students are asking for the PPTs. I think we can provide them later. Na?
So here you can see this Kali interface, and you can see all the applications like different information gathering tools are here. Live and then vulnerability analysis tool, it is installed here. Web application, so many things are pre-installed. If it is not installed, then we need to update Kali and install that. Password cracking tools are there, reverse engineering tool are there, malware reverse engineering, uh, social engineering tool, like which is very basic set. Social engineering toolkit, it is there. Forensic tools are there. We will not go through forensics anyway. So the first thing that you can do when Kali you have installed, it is always best to do sudo apt get update and apt get upgrade, and then just type enter and update your Kali and upgrade that. The first thing after installation, just do this. And later on, if you are finding that some application is not there, you can install that. Because if you, without updating it, if you try to download that, you will have problem. So the first thing you need to do, just type sudo apt get update and upgrade your Kali machine. So that is about the Kali.
You may show that screen where sudo update you are writing so that the student can see. Share that screen.
Oh, you cannot see. Okay, let me
Now, all of you, please try to install it. You may get help from internet also, and you know the steps right now.
Yeah. For instance, here, I think you can see sudo apt get update and apt get, and then just hit enter. It will take a long time. So it is unable. I will have to figure it out. So also first before doing update, go and type sudo I and go into the root directory, and then just type apt get update and apt get upgrade dash y, and now you can see that it will download and upgrade. It will take a lot of time. So failed to fetch, so I will have to figure it out. So maybe there is some connectivity issue or something, but that is the way. First thing, just go into the root and then try apt update and upgrade, and then install. And dash y is for like if you will not sorry. So if you will not provide dash y, then for many things it will ask you and you will have to type yes or no. So if you provide dash y, then it will download and install many things automatically. So that is about the Kali Linux. And also I would suggest you to, let me show you. And if you will download this VirtualBox pre-built version, uh, when it will ask you for the password, here is the default credentials. You can change it, Kali, but you can change this one. And then also try to download Microsoft uh, Windows 10 virtual machine, or Windows 11. If you find Windows 11, so that is better, and you can find that. You will have link somewhere. So just explore this one for the virtual box image. No, this is the virtual box. So you can download from here. It will take a while. You can download the ISO version of Windows 11 Enterprise that you can see here, and then again go in the virtual box and import the appliance and then install it. It will take a while, but it is easy. It is not very difficult. It will show you all the messages that it will ask, and you can install the desktop version for this one. And then again, once it is installed, let me show you what you have to do. But this is the link. You can go and explore that. I'm just putting it in the chat box. And once it is
You
installed,
may put these links in your PPT, and yes, and
yeah,
if
I
you
will do that.
share, then
Yeah,
the students can download and update their system by tomorrow. Okay.
sure, sure.
If you want, then you can do the steps also. How
Yeah.
many tools they have to install, and share
Only
the
these two
PPT.
these two VMs that they have to install. And once this is installed, Windows 2000, I mean, in the Windows 11, what you need to do, again, go in the network settings here by going into the settings, network, and then again select the NAT network, again, the same home lab as you did for the Kali, and again, make sure that promiscuous mode is allow all, and then click OK. I'm just doing the cancel. And then display again 128 MB, make sure, and monitor count is 1. And here again the base memory, just make sure that it is 4096 MB, not 8192. And processor, just make sure 1. That should be fine. And then click OK, and that should work. And then once it is installed, then we can do all the pen testing activities from tomorrow. And let me know if you have any questions or problem. We can discuss that.
Because you explained very nicely, but I am telling to other students, okay, the
Mhm,
steps
mhm.
that you saw right now, you have to install
Yeah,
in your system and make a
yeah,
Word file with different steps, links, okay. And if any
yeah,
students do successfully, then please share with other students also.
yeah.
And Rishikesh, if you want, then you can write some tool name at the end of your PPT, and you may
Sure.
share so that the student can understand what they have to install. Okay,
Definitely. Yeah,
you already saw the steps a students has to do, and make sure
yeah,
a student you must write the steps, error,
yeah,
problem, issues, everything, so that we can discuss tomorrow. Okay,
yeah, yeah.
you can ask.
Any questions?
Chat
Yeah,
box. Okay, if you want, then
yeah,
replies few
yeah. I can
questions.
see that couple of questions like is there any other way that a hacker can access the contents of a website without having internet connections? Yeah, there are other tools. I have already mentioned in the slide. You can just go through that. And there are other tools apart from HTTP track that also attackers can use. I have used HTTP track to download the contents, but there are other copier tools that generally attackers can use, like CYOTK web copy. There are some other tools that definitely attackers can use. And other question is, how applicable is Wayback Machine use in hacking? So Wayback Machine that is helpful in terms of like let's say you are investigating something and you are trying to find some information. Maybe organizations have put many details like 5 years back or 8 years back at that point of time. So maybe we can go back, or even 3 4 years back. We can go in time and see what were the information there at that point of time, and we need to analyze it, how it is helpful, and what is our objective as a hacker. So we need to see. So most probably that is useful for the hackers like who are trying to extract confidential information from the website of the target organization and then sell it on the dark web. So, or maybe at that point of time, like let's say 5 years back, company had put a lot of information, and now they have removed that just because they got to know that yeah, putting those much of information is not helpful and it exposes us to attackers. So we can use go back way back machine and go and see what information they had at that point of time, and maybe attackers can use that. And also attackers who are trying to get as much information like confidential information and other details. If company had put like 3 or 4 years back a lot of information, we can go back and find a lot of information from there and maybe sell it to the competitors and everything. So that is in that sense it is applicable. But many organization when they get to know about this, they try to also site administrators block from the Wayback Machine or Internet Archive from taking this snapshot. So that is when they get to know. But if they don't know, then or definitely we can go back and can get the information and sell it in the dark web or other platforms. And I don't get this question why or some. Yeah. So the website mirroring, like for the Netflix in the case, so the website mirroring, and that is generally useful to get the information about the target, like the target organization, because that is the first step that we have to do. Of course, we are not interested into their what are the videos that they are streaming right now. So what are the confidential informations that they have? That is more that we are interested into, like employees details, email addresses, phone numbers. If they have some financial or revenue details, that is more important to us from the website. And if they have some technical details, let's say, for instance, company has got a we're working for compliance with for some regulatory requirements, and they prepared a lot of documents and they posted on their website. They thought that it won't be accessible, and but they didn't secure those documents, and they put it in to other inside portals. And we can use HTTP track to get those access, and then if we get access to those files, then we can understand a lot of information, like what is the topology, what is the policies and procedures, what operating systems they are using. So in that sense, this Wayback or like HTTP track is useful. So to stop attackers' email, the most important thing is to, like, you need to have email security. And because that if you have very good spam filter, then it will filter those spam those emails, or it will flag that yeah, this is a phishing email. So many companies that they are updating their security tools and everything. If you will open the email like which is a phishing, it will show that yeah, this is a phishing link. For instance, you can there are some phishing tools that you can use to create the phishing links, and when you will send it over the phone like through the WhatsApp, and you can see that if you have a security installed in your phone, it will just flag that yeah, this is a phishing link. So for instance, even if you have enabled Google Safe Browsing, and if the phishing link is not well crafted, then it can flag that yeah, this is phishing link. So those security that we need to have spam filters. We need to have antivirus protections. Many tool and antivirus tools also comes with filtering the spam and email, providing email security. So those things that we need to have. But the best thing is to also train your employees so that they should be aware, because many a times attackers invest a lot of time in creating those phishing link, and it is very difficult to say that yeah, whether it is phishing or legitimate. And in that case, if it is very lucrative for employees that yeah, I will get $100 discount or $100 coupon for get buying my tickets or anything, then they will use they will click on those links. So the best thing also to parallelly secure I mean create cyber awareness among your employees. Yeah, PPT. Okay. So still phone is still and cyber smart. So yeah, if they have stolen your phone and you have downloaded, installed some, of course, many people they have the banking apps on their phone, and if it is not like because in many banking apps, what you can do, like they generally you can log out, and then once if you want to get and to see the details like balance and everything, you need to again log in, and then they will send the two-factor authentication. Of course, phone is stolen, so the authentication code will also be received by the stoler. I mean the thief. I mean, so he can see that or she can see that. But at least if the app and that you are using, it is providing the feature to log out, so that is really helpful, because then they will not have confidential I mean credential details, so at least they cannot log in your banking app and withdraw the money. But many people they and do not log out, and they keep it logged in, and that is really not safe. And even when you are using apps and it is asking to save your credentials, we should always avoid saving credentials, even on your on our laptop. In the browsers, it is not safe to save your credentials, because maybe some sites that you are visiting which is malicious, and there is some JavaScript running, or cross-site scripting, and through cross-site scripting, attackers will install some script in your systems or in your browsers, and then they can extract all those credentials. So it is always, we should prefer not to save any credentials in our browsers and even on our apps that we are using on the phone. So that is the best way to keep ourselves secure. Even if the phone is stolen, they cannot at least go and log in the those apps. Yeah, I will share the slides. Yes, packet manipulation can bypass the firewall. That is a good question. And if you manipulate the packet or source port, if it can help to bypass the firewall and intrusion detection system. So that is also we need to look into how we have configured our firewall. So many attackers, they will do the recognitions, and they will try to see if IDS, I mean firewall is blocking, or IDS is blocking the uh, UDP traffic, and if it is not blocking TCP traffic from which is coming from a well-known port, or then we can manipulate our packets and send it, and it can bypass the firewall and also intrusion detection system. Non-smart type of button phones. I'm not sure about that. So to protect us from the fake job post, I mean, of course, the first thing, just check the name of the organization and go on. Just instead of clicking on the link, just read the job posting and what is the name of the organization, and type in the Google, and then navigate it to that, and then their career page or vacancies page, and then see whether it is a genuine or malicious. So that is the only way. Instead of clicking on the link and navigating to that. Yeah, you can use Windows 11 ISO on your virtual machine. I have already shown that. So Windows 11, if it is asking, just provide that you are a student and provide the university name. That should be fine, I think. I think I have covered most of the thing here. If you have any questions, just email me. Thank you.
Okay, Rishi sir, thank you very much. So now
Thank
we
you,
can
sir.
stop for today. And
Yeah.
PPTs can be shared to the student later.
Sure. Sure. Sure,
Thank
sir.
you, sir. Tomorrow again.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye-bye.